Ladies and gentlemen, let me start with this: your story is your power. But not every chapter is meant for public eyes. In today's world, where people overshare for validation and where social media pressures us to lay our lives bare, I want you to consider the beauty of keeping some things just for yourself. As I've grown through my journey, one lesson stands out: silence is strength. It's not about being mysterious for the sake of it, it's about guarding the parts of you that are sacred, the parts that fuel your dreams, that define your authenticity, and that aren't meant to be diluted by external opinions. Not everyone in your life is rooting for you, and that's okay. Some will misunderstand you, others might try to tear you down. But here's the truth: what they don't know, they can't weaponize. By keeping your plans, struggles, and aspirations close to your heart, you protect the essence of who you are. You become your own safe space. Sharing your heart selectively is not a sign of distrust, it's a form of empowerment. Think of it as a boundary, a way to control the narrative of your life. When people don't have access to all of you, you hold the cards. You decide what to share, when to share it, and with whom. That's real power. And let's talk about freedom: the freedom to change your mind, to outgrow versions of yourself without the burden of others' expectations. You see, when people know too much about you, they put you in a box. They label you, they categorize you, and they limit your potential to surprise even yourself. So protect your dreams, speak only when it adds value to your journey. Let your success make the noise, not your words. Remember, the most beautiful diamonds form in silence, under pressure, and far from prying eyes. This isn't about shutting people out, it's about letting the right people in. People who deserve to know you, who cherish your essence, and who help you grow. Because at the end of the day, not everyone deserves a front row seat to your life. So stand tall, be unapologetic about your boundaries, and never forget you are your own best kept secret. Thank you. Mystery is not about hiding who you are, it's about selectively revealing your layers in ways that protect your essence while captivating those around you. In a world where oversharing has become the norm, mystery stands out as a rare and valuable trait. When you withhold parts of yourself, you create space for curiosity, respect, and intrigue. People are naturally drawn to what they can't fully grasp, and your restraint becomes a source of quiet power. Think about it: when someone knows everything about you, they lose the need to discover more. Familiarity, while comforting, can sometimes breed complacency. But mystery keeps the connection dynamic, it keeps others wondering, questioning, and engaged. They begin to respect the boundaries you set, and in doing so, they learn to value the parts of you that they are allowed to see. Mystery also allows you to reclaim control over your narrative. You decide what part of yourself to share and when. This selective sharing becomes a tool, enabling you to shape how the world perceives you without revealing the vulnerabilities that others might exploit. It is not deception, it is discretion. You owe no one full access to your thoughts, your struggles, or your dreams. What they don't know, they can't judge, misinterpret, or manipulate. Beyond external perceptions, mystery works wonders within yourself. When you guard your thoughts and experiences, you create a sanctuary for personal growth. It's in this private space that you can nurture your ambitions, refine your identity, and work toward your goals without the weight of unsolicited opinions. This space is sacred. It is where you are free to be unapologetically yourself without the pressures of external expectations. Mystery is also a shield against vulnerability. Let's face it, not everyone has your best interests at heart. The more you reveal, the more material people have to criticize, question, or undermine. By maintaining an air of mystery, you protect yourself from the unnecessary drama of others' judgments. You safeguard your energy from those who don't deserve access to it, preserving it for what truly matters: your growth, your happiness, and your journey. And let's not forget how mystery allows you to evolve. When you don't expose every detail of your life, you create the freedom to change, to adapt, and to become without the burden of being constantly watched. People love to hold on to the version of you they think they know, but by keeping parts of yourself hidden, you retain the ability to surprise even yourself. Mystery is a tool for reinvention, for rediscovery, and for unleashing potential that might otherwise be stifled by the weight of public scrutiny. Finally, mystery isn't just about what you keep hidden, it's about what you choose to show. Even in restraint, there is power in making deliberate decisions about how you present yourself to the world. A quiet confidence, a reserved demeanor, a well timed statement, all of these add to your allure, leaving others intrigued and inspired by the unique energy you exude. When you embrace mystery, you shift the dynamics of your relationships and interactions. Instead of giving everything away, you invite others to earn your trust, to work for the privilege of knowing you. And in doing so, you teach the world a valuable lesson: the best parts of you are worth the wait. Protecting your energy is not just a choice, it's a necessity in a world that constantly pulls at your attention and drains your spirit. Your energy is your lifeline, the source of your strength, creativity, and resilience. It is finite, precious, and uniquely yours, and yet so many of us hand it away without thought, leaving ourselves depleted and disconnected. To protect your energy is to reclaim your power and establish boundaries that serve as a shield against negativity, distractions, and anything that diminishes your essence. Not everyone or everything deserves your energy. There are people who thrive on drama, chaos, or manipulation, drawing from you without ever giving anything in return. They may not even do it intentionally, but their presence leaves you feeling drained, unsettled, or out of balance. Protecting your energy means recognizing these dynamics and making conscious choices about who and what you allow into your space. It's about learning to say no, not out of selfishness, but out of self preservation. One of the most profound ways to protect your energy is to stop over explaining yourself. Every time you over explain your thoughts, decisions, or feelings, you are giving away pieces of your energy to people who may not even value them. You don't owe anyone a justification for your boundaries or the way you choose to live your life. Protecting your energy means standing firm in your choices, unapologetically. It's also about being mindful of the environments you immerse yourself in. Some spaces radiate positivity, while others are heavy with tension and negativity. The energy around you can seep into your own state of mind if you're not careful. Protecting your energy means becoming attuned to these vibrations and walking away from environments that don't serve your well being. It's about understanding that you don't have to endure situations that drain you just because it's expected or convenient for others. Another way to safeguard your energy is to monitor how you expend it. Be intentional about where and how you invest your time and attention. Constant multitasking, endless scrolling through social media, or overcommitting to responsibilities can chip away at your reserves, leaving you with little left for yourself. Protecting your energy means prioritizing what truly matters and letting go of anything that feels like noise. It's about finding balance and recognizing that rest is not laziness, it's a form of self respect. Emotional boundaries are another critical aspect of protecting your energy. It's natural to care for others, to empathize with their struggles and offer your support. But there is a fine line between being compassionate and carrying burdens that are not yours to bear. You cannot pour from an empty cup, and absorbing the emotional weight of others can leave you feeling overwhelmed and powerless. Protecting your energy means understanding that you can be there for others without sacrificing your own peace. It's about creating emotional boundaries that allow you to give without depleting yourself. The people you surround yourself with play a significant role in your energy levels. Some individuals inspire and uplift you, while others bring negativity, doubt, or unnecessary complications into your life. Protecting your energy means being intentional about your relationships. It's about choosing to invest in people who reciprocate your care, who celebrate your victories, and who respect your boundaries. At the same time, it means distancing yourself from those who drain you or diminish your light. Even your thoughts and self talk can affect your energy. Dwelling on negativity, comparing yourself to others, or indulging in self doubt are all ways you can unknowingly deplete yourself. Protecting your energy means being kind to yourself, practicing self compassion, and consciously shifting your mindset toward gratitude and positivity. It's about being your own biggest ally in a world that often tries to make you your harshest critic. Protecting your energy also means tuning into your intuition. Your body and mind are constantly sending you signals about what feels right and what feels wrong. When something doesn't sit well with you, it's a sign to step back and reevaluate. Listening to your intuition allows you to honor your boundaries and protect your energy before it's too late. It's about trusting yourself enough to know when to walk away, even if others don't understand your reasoning. When you protect your energy, you create space for joy, creativity, and growth. You allow yourself to focus on what truly matters, free from the distractions and negativity that once weighed you down. Protecting your energy is not about isolating yourself from the world. It's about navigating it in a way that honors your worth, preserves your peace, and ensures that you can continue to show up as your best, most authentic self. Selective transparency is an art, a delicate balance between openness and restraint. It's not about being secretive or untrusting, it's about choosing what parts of yourself to share, with whom, and when. It's about recognizing that your truth is valuable, and not everyone deserves equal access to it. In a world that often pressures us to overshare for the sake of connection or validation, selective transparency is a reminder that your story belongs to you, and you have every right to control how it is told. Being selectively transparent means understanding that not all relationships are built to carry the weight of your full vulnerability. Some people will appreciate your honesty, while others might exploit it. By choosing what to share and what to keep private, you ensure that your trust is placed in the right hands. It's not about being guarded, it's about being intentional. Transparency, when given too freely, can leave you exposed to unnecessary judgment, criticism, or even betrayal. Selective transparency protects you from these risks by ensuring that only those who have earned your trust are privy to your innermost thoughts and feelings. At its core, selective transparency is a way to protect your energy and peace. When you share too much too quickly, you often invite opinions and advice you didn't ask for. Everyone has their own perspective, and not all of it will align with your values or goals. Sharing selectively allows you to avoid the noise of unsolicited input, keeping your focus on what truly matters. It's about creating a boundary between your personal journey and the world's tendency to dissect it. Selective transparency also empowers you to control your narrative. You are the author of your story, and you have the power to decide how much of it you reveal. This doesn't mean being dishonest or withholding important information. It means presenting yourself in a way that aligns with your purpose and protects your integrity. When you share selectively, you guide how others perceive you, ensuring that their understanding of you is based on what you choose to reveal, not what they assume or interpret. In professional settings, selective transparency is a crucial skill. Sharing too much about your personal life or challenges can sometimes blur boundaries and shift perceptions in ways that may not benefit you. Instead, by focusing on your strengths, achievements, and the qualities that align with your professional goals, you position yourself as competent, focused, and reliable. This doesn't mean hiding your humanity, it means being mindful of what details contribute to your success and what details might detract from it. In personal relationships, selective transparency allows for deeper, more meaningful connections. When you choose to share specific parts of yourself, it's a signal of trust and intimacy. But by being selective, you also ensure that you are not overexposing yourself to people who may not value or respect your openness. It's about recognizing that true connection doesn't require complete exposure, it requires thoughtful sharing that fosters understanding and mutual respect. Selective transparency also plays a significant role in your emotional well being. Sharing too much, too often, can lead to feelings of regret or vulnerability hangovers, those moments when you wish you had kept something to yourself. By being selective, you avoid these situations, maintaining a sense of control and dignity over your personal narrative. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your boundaries, they are yours to set and uphold. This practice is not just about protecting yourself, it's also about creating space for others to show who they truly are. When you are selectively transparent, you encourage those around you to do the same. It sets a tone of mutual respect and understanding, where both parties feel safe to share only what feels right. It's about building relationships based on quality, not quantity of shared experiences. Selective transparency also gives you the freedom to evolve. When you share too much about your plans, thoughts, or dreams, you invite others to hold you accountable to versions of yourself that you may outgrow. By keeping certain aspects of your life private, you allow yourself the space to change without the weight of external expectations. It's about honoring your right to evolve on your terms without feeling boxed in by what others think they know about you. In a world where oversharing is often mistaken for authenticity, selective transparency is a powerful reminder that less is more. It's about being intentional with your openness, ensuring that what you share adds value to your relationships, your goals, and your peace of mind. It's about recognizing that your truth is a gift, and not everyone deserves to receive it in its entirety. Selective transparency is not a sign of weakness or fear, it is a reflection of your strength, self respect, and unwavering commitment to protecting your inner world. Boundaries are one of the most misunderstood yet profoundly empowering aspects of personal growth and self respect. They are not walls meant to keep people out, but bridges that teach others how to connect with you in a way that is respectful and healthy. Setting boundaries isn't about shutting people off, it's about honoring yourself, your time, your energy, and your values. It's about defining the space where you can thrive without compromise, ensuring that the relationships and environments around you uplift you rather than drain you. At their core, boundaries are an act of self love. They communicate to the world that you know your worth and that you refuse to settle for anything less than what honors your peace and dignity. Too often, we are conditioned to believe that setting boundaries makes us selfish or difficult. But the truth is, boundaries are one of the most selfless things you can do, not just for yourself, but for the people around you. They create clarity and prevent resentment. They set expectations and ensure that interactions are rooted in mutual respect. When you set boundaries, you are saying, this is how I need to be treated to feel respected, valued, and safe. It's a declaration of your needs, which is not only valid but necessary for your well being. Without boundaries, you risk losing yourself to the demands, opinions, and expectations of others. You risk overextending, overcommitting, and ultimately burning out because you haven't drawn the line where enough is enough. Boundaries are the tools that help you protect your energy, time, and emotional health. There is a common misconception that boundaries push people away. On the contrary, they strengthen relationships by creating a foundation of trust and respect. When you establish boundaries, you are being honest about what you need and what you can give. This clarity allows others to understand how to approach you and what to expect, fostering deeper and more authentic connections. Boundaries eliminate the guesswork, paving the way for healthier dynamics where everyone's needs are acknowledged and respected. Boundaries are also empowering because they teach you how to take control of your life. When you don't set boundaries, you give away your power, allowing others to dictate how you spend your time, how you feel, and how you respond. But when you establish firm boundaries, you reclaim that control. You decide what is acceptable and what isn't. You take charge of your narrative, ensuring that your priorities, goals, and values are never overshadowed by external pressures. In professional settings, boundaries are essential for maintaining balance and protecting your peace. It can be easy to fall into the trap of overworking, overcommitting, or saying yes to everything in an effort to please others or prove your worth. But boundaries remind you that your value isn't tied to how much you can give or how many tasks you can juggle. They allow you to set limits on your workload, protect your personal time, and ensure that you are treated with respect. Boundaries in the workplace are not just about saying no, they're about creating a space where you can perform at your best without compromising your well being. In personal relationships, boundaries are the foundation of respect and trust. They prevent misunderstandings, reduce conflict, and ensure that both parties feel valued. Without boundaries, relationships can become one sided, with one person giving too much and the other taking too freely. Boundaries create balance. They teach others how to treat you and give you the confidence to walk away from dynamics that no longer serve you. Setting boundaries in relationships is not about punishing others, it's about protecting yourself. Boundaries also empower you to prioritize yourself without guilt. For so long, many of us have been taught to put others first, to be endlessly available, and to equate selflessness with goodness. But constantly sacrificing your needs for the sake of others is not sustainable, it's self destructive. Boundaries are a way of saying, I matter too. They allow you to show up for yourself so that you can show up for others from a place of wholeness and strength. Another empowering aspect of boundaries is how they foster independence and growth. When you set boundaries, you teach others to take responsibility for their actions and their emotions. You are not obligated to carry their burdens, fix their problems, or absorb their feelings. Boundaries allow others to grow by holding them accountable for their own lives while you focus on your own growth. This doesn't mean you stop caring, it means you stop overextending. Boundaries also give you the space to reflect and grow without external interference. They create a buffer between you and the noise of the world, allowing you to hear your own thoughts and follow your own path. When you set boundaries, you are not just protecting yourself from negativity, you are creating room for positivity, for the things that truly matter to you. Boundaries are not restrictions, they are the scaffolding that supports your personal evolution. Boundaries are a reminder that you have the right to live life on your terms. You are not obligated to say yes when you want to say no. You are not responsible for other people's happiness at the expense of your own. Boundaries empower you to listen to your intuition and trust yourself. They teach you that it's okay to disappoint others if it means staying true to yourself. They are a powerful tool for living authentically, unapologetically, and fully in alignment with who you are. Silence is often misunderstood as weakness, passivity, or the absence of power. But in truth, silence holds a unique and profound strength that can shift dynamics, command respect, and create clarity. In a noisy world filled with constant chatter, opinions, and the pressure to always have a response, silence becomes a powerful tool, an act of deliberate control, intentionality, and wisdom. Strength in silence is not about withholding your voice, it's about knowing when to speak and when to hold back, understanding that silence can often say more than words ever could. Silence is a form of discipline, and discipline is strength. It takes great restraint to remain silent in moments where emotions run high or when you feel the urge to defend yourself, explain, or retaliate. But silence, when used wisely, speaks volumes. It sends a message that you are not easily provoked or swayed. It shows that you value your energy enough not to waste it on battles that don't serve your purpose. Strength in silence is the ability to pause, reflect, and respond, not react on your own terms. There is immense power in the space that silence creates. In conversations, silence can be just as impactful as words. It gives you the opportunity to listen, observe, and understand what is being said, both spoken and unspoken. When you remain silent, you give yourself the gift of clarity. You see beyond the surface, catching nuances that others may miss. This ability to deeply listen and process allows you to make more informed and intentional decisions. It's a reminder that silence is not emptiness, it's a space where wisdom is born. Silence also gives you control over your narrative. In situations where people may try to provoke you or draw you into unnecessary drama, staying silent sends a clear message: you will not be manipulated or drawn into chaos. Your silence is a boundary, a shield that protects your energy and dignity. It communicates that you are secure enough in yourself not to feel the need to prove anything to anyone. Strength in silence is the confidence to let your actions, not your words, define who you are. In the face of criticism or misunderstanding, silence can be your greatest ally. Not every opinion needs a response, and not every challenge requires your engagement. When you choose silence over defending yourself to those who are committed to misunderstanding you, you free yourself from their negativity. Silence shows that you trust your worth and that you refuse to be diminished by the judgments of others. It's an act of self preservation, a reminder that your peace is more important than winning an argument. Silence can also be a tool for empowerment. It's in moments of silence that you connect with your inner strength, reflect on your values, and align with your purpose. When you step away from the noise of the world, you give yourself the chance to hear your own thoughts, to process your emotions, and to regain your focus. Strength in silence is the ability to turn inward, to rely on your own intuition rather than seeking external validation. It's about trusting that sometimes the best answer is no answer at all. Silence, when used with intention, can command respect. There is a quiet confidence in someone who doesn't feel the need to fill every gap in a conversation or justify every decision. Silence can create an air of mystery, drawing others to you, curious and intrigued by what you're thinking. It's a reminder that presence doesn't require constant participation. Strength in silence is the ability to hold your space and let others come to you on your terms. In relationships, silence can be a powerful way to communicate. It's not about withholding or shutting down, it's about creating space for reflection and understanding. Silence can diffuse tension, allowing emotions to settle before conversations continue. It can be a way of showing respect, giving others the opportunity to express themselves without interruption. Strength in silence is the recognition that sometimes the most meaningful connections are built not in the words we say, but in the pauses between them. Silence is also a form of self protection. In a world where oversharing is encouraged, silence allows you to maintain your privacy and protect your boundaries. It's a way of keeping parts of yourself sacred, untouched by the noise and opinions of others. Strength in silence is the understanding that not everything needs to be explained, shared, or justified. Some things are meant to be kept within, nurtured in the quiet spaces of your soul. Even in conflict, silence can be a form of strength. It's easy to get caught up in the heat of the moment, to say things you don't mean or escalate a situation unnecessarily. But choosing silence in these moments shows maturity and self control. It's an acknowledgement that not every fight is worth fighting, and not every comment deserves a response. Strength in silence is the ability to rise above, to choose peace over pride, and to protect your energy from being wasted on unproductive exchanges. Silence also fosters growth. It's in moments of quiet that you process your experiences, learn from your mistakes, and envision your future. When you allow yourself the gift of silence, you create the mental and emotional space needed for self discovery. Strength in silence is the understanding that growth doesn't always happen in the noise of action, but in the stillness of reflection. It's about embracing the quiet as a source of power, wisdom, and renewal. Finally, silence is a reminder of the power of presence. In a world that constantly demands answers, explanations, and commentary, silence is an act of defiance. It says, I am here, I am listening, I am thinking. It's a statement of strength that doesn't rely on volume or words, but on the quiet certainty of knowing who you are and what you stand for. Silence is not emptiness, it's a space where strength, clarity, and resilience can flourish. The freedom to evolve is one of the greatest gifts you can give yourself. It is the permission to grow, to change, and to shed the layers of who you were in order to become who you are meant to be. Life is a journey, not a static destination, and evolution is a natural part of that process. Yet, so many of us feel trapped by the expectations of others, the roles we've been assigned, or the fear of judgment. The freedom to evolve is about breaking free from those constraints and embracing the truth that you are allowed to change your mind, your path, and even your entire identity without needing anyone else's approval. Evolving means accepting that you are not the same person you were yesterday and that you won't be the same person tomorrow. It is an acknowledgement that life is fluid and so are you. The experiences you have, the lessons you learn, and the people you meet all contribute to your growth. The freedom to evolve is the understanding that clinging to an outdated version of yourself, whether out of fear, loyalty, or obligation, only holds you back from your fullest potential. It is the courage to let go of what no longer serves you, even when it feels uncomfortable or uncertain. One of the most empowering aspects of evolution is the realization that you are not bound by your past. Too often, we allow our mistakes, failures, or old choices to define us. We replay them in our minds, convincing ourselves that they limit who we can become. But the freedom to evolve means understanding that your past is a chapter, not the whole book. It is the ability to rewrite your story at any moment, knowing that you have the power to change the narrative and create a future that aligns with your dreams and values. Evolving also means being willing to challenge the labels that others have placed on you. From a young age, society, family, and peers assign roles and identities that can feel suffocating as you grow older. The responsible one, the dreamer, the shy one, these labels can box you in, making you feel like you have to live up to an outdated version of yourself to make others comfortable. The freedom to evolve is about stepping out of those boxes and refusing to let anyone else define who you are. It's about reclaiming your right to be multifaceted, dynamic, and ever changing. Another crucial aspect of evolution is recognizing that change doesn't have to be justified to anyone. When you start evolving, people may question your choices or resist your growth because it disrupts their understanding of you. They might say, you've changed as though it's a bad thing. But the freedom to evolve is the strength to say, yes, I have, and I'm proud of it. It's about embracing the fact that change is not only inevitable but necessary for growth. You don't owe anyone an explanation for your transformation because your journey is yours alone. The freedom to evolve also comes with the realization that evolution is not linear. Growth is not always a straight path upward, it's messy, unpredictable, and full of detours. There will be moments when you take two steps forward and one step back, and that's okay. Evolution is about progress, not perfection. It's about giving yourself grace during the difficult times and trusting that every setback is a setup for a stronger, wiser version of yourself. To evolve is to embrace the unknown. Change often comes with uncertainty, and it's natural to feel hesitant about stepping into unfamiliar territory. But the freedom to evolve means trusting that the discomfort of growth is worth the reward of becoming your true self. It's about seeing change not as something to fear, but as an opportunity to discover new strengths, passions, and possibilities. When you allow yourself to evolve, you open the door to experiences and opportunities that you never could have imagined while staying stagnant. Evolving also means outgrowing certain people, environments, and mindsets. As you change, not everyone will come with you on your journey, and that's okay. The freedom to evolve is the ability to let go of what no longer aligns with your growth, even if it's painful. It's about understanding that outgrowing something doesn't mean you don't value it, It means you're making room for something new. It's a reminder that not everyone is meant to walk your path, and that's a natural and necessary part of evolution. The freedom to evolve requires self awareness and self compassion. It means being honest with yourself about what you need, what you want, and what's holding you back. It's about tuning out the noise of societal expectations and reconnecting with your inner voice. Evolution is deeply personal, and the freedom to evolve is the understanding that your journey doesn't have to look like anyone else's. It's about honoring your individuality and embracing the unique path that's unfolding before you. Evolving also means redefining success and happiness on your own terms. The freedom to evolve is the ability to step away from the goals and ideals that no longer resonate with you. It's the courage to pivot, to change careers, to pursue new passions, or to start over entirely if that's what your heart calls for. It's about understanding that success is not a fixed destination, but a feeling of alignment and fulfillment that evolves as you do. At its heart, the freedom to evolve is an act of liberation. It's about breaking free from the chains of fear, self doubt, and external expectations that keep you stuck. It's the permission to make mistakes, to try new things, and to fail forward. It's the realization that you are not here to fit into anyone else's mold, but to carve out your own unique path. The freedom to evolve is about stepping into your power, trusting yourself, and embracing the infinite possibilities of who you can become. In life, the most profound strength comes from within the ability to evolve, protect your energy, set boundaries, and embrace the power of silence. Each of these is a cornerstone of self respect and self growth, guiding us to live authentically and unapologetically. When you safeguard your inner world and maintain selective transparency, you reclaim control over your narrative, refusing to be defined by anyone else's expectations. Silence, boundaries, and evolution are not signs of withdrawal or fear, but of confidence and clarity, a declaration that you are the architect of your life. Empowerment lies in understanding that you are allowed to change, to outgrow, and to start anew whenever necessary. The freedom to live on your terms and the courage to continually redefine yourself is your greatest strength. Trust the journey, honor your truth, and let your growth speak louder than any words ever could.